in the kind of high level like discussion of the performance versus branding,
Mm.
outside of the marketing world, it's very easy to see why performance marketing is very, very appetizing.
Mhm.
I'm paying for the things that happen. Well, that makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, we're building reputation and relationships over here. No,
Mhm.
I'll take the things where I pay for the things that I get.
Yeah.
But this reminds me of a conversation I had many years ago with Dr. Joseph Riggio, who's a psychologist and a marketing expert at the same time. And we were talking about FOMO. And it was when like FOMO was
Mhm.
the thing, like
Yeah.
you need to pour as much FOMO into your advertising as possible.
Yeah.
People want to drive them there, drive them
Mhm.
there, drive them there. FOMO has diminishing returns.
Yeah.
If all you do is press the FOMO button, you will subconsciously become the bad negative
Mm.
company that makes me feel bad whenever I see its logo or its advertising.
Yeah.
Is there a similar type of diminishing return for going all in on performance marketing that some marketers may
Mm.
not realize?
100%. And it's not just an opinion. I probably have a client come to us on quarterly basis, and their biggest issue is 5 years ago we realized we couldn't track branding, and so we poured all of our budget into performance. And you know what, it worked pretty well the first year, and the second year it also worked pretty well, and then the third year we didn't quite get the same returns we had, so we kept tweaking stuff and we could never get that same ROI. And now we're 5 years in, and we're basically making less return on investment than we thought we made on brand. And so we've flipped off, performance, and we flipped on brand, and we're not even able to make what we made 5 years ago in brand.
Yep.
Help us figure out what's wrong. And the metaphor here is, you're a homeowner and you couldn't figure out the value of the foundation of your home, so you stopped taking care of it and you just kept slapping paint on walls because
Yep.
everybody noticed when the wall turned from blue to green. And that's no shade on performance, because it's easy to measure and it's important. But if you do not fundamentally focus on both areas at the same time, you face the risk of being 5-10 years into that strategy and having diminishing returns and not being able to go back to branding because you've eroded the equity and the value of that brand by not investing in it.
Yeah.
So I see that, like I said, at least once a quarter, a client actually comes to us with that problem to help solve it. So I know that, we're not the only place that they call. I know for a
Right.
fact that many organizations are doing this. You even think about, certain brands that have come out publicly and said, we're no longer going to focus on performance, we're going to focus on brand, or vice versa. Give it a couple years and they usually walk that back because it's
Yes.
not an either or. That's like saying, okay, my New Year's resolution is only going to be to eat healthy, but I'm not going to move at all.
You
It's
literally
like,
read my mind on that
it's a
example.
holistic
Yes.
thing, And so I just think it's sort of silly that we put them in boxes.